Well, hi everyone, and greetings from Northern Michigan. This is Bob the Science Guy. I'm sorry I've been away for a little while. I haven't been feeling too well. We've got Artemis up in the air right now, and I think it's important to make a quick video about it so that we can use it to learn a little bit about space travel. So, without further ado, let's go. Now, what we're looking at here is two things. One is the live stream of the Orion capsule. This is in real time and it's streaming live on YouTube right now. I'll put the links to this in the description. As you can see, it's about 85,000 miles from Earth and about 172,000 miles from the Moon. It's in the cislunar space. Its current velocity is 4,380 miles per hour. And we're about 1 day and 14 hours into the mission. Now, while all this information is just all over the news right now, the thing that they're not talking about is what I want to talk about today, and that is the path of the spacecraft. Now, on the right, you're going to see an animation of the path of the spacecraft, and we can learn an awful lot about gravity and orbits and space travel by looking at this animation. Now, as you may recall, Artemis launched from Earth and then went into a 24-hour orbit. And the purpose of this orbit was to adjust its height above Earth in preparation for something called translunar injection. But what I want to talk about is the relative speed of the capsule. Now, when Artemis launched from Earth, its first goal was to get into Earth orbit. And to do that, it needed to achieve a speed of about 17,500 miles per hour. As it went into a high Earth elliptical orbit of approximately 24 hours duration, that slowed down a little bit. But it was all in preparation for something called translunar injection. So Artemis fired its rockets and sped up to 25,000 miles per hour at a particular time, designed to kind of yeet it towards where the Moon was going to be in 3 days. And it sped up, as I said, to about 25,000 miles per hour, and then the engines turned off. Now, as it continued to coast between the Earth and the Moon, you may notice that it slows down. And this is very common. So it'll start off at about 25,000 miles per hour, and when it gets into the vicinity of the orbit of the Moon, it's going to be slowed down to actually the speed of a Cessna aircraft, about 250 miles per hour. And that is the Earth's gravity continuously pulling it back and slowing it down. Then as the Moon comes through on its orbit, it picks up a little velocity from the Moon itself and turns around the Moon and basically gets yeeted back to Earth. So you see the Moon's coming through. It uses the gravity of the Moon to kind of yeet it back to Earth, and it starts off relatively slowly. And then it literally falls all the way back to Earth, and by the time it gets back to Earth, it's doing about 25,000 miles per hour again. So notice how it starts slow, and then it starts speeding up, and it's back to Earth. It starts fast, and then it slows down on its way to the Moon, makes that turn as the Moon comes through, and then literally falls all the way back to Earth. This is a very good example of how gravity affects objects in space. So as Artemis continues its journey to the Moon, you'll be able to follow this in real time by observing the velocity of Artemis, which currently is about 4,000 miles per hour, 4,000 to 5,000 miles per hour. You'll see that slow down as it gets closer to the Moon. It'll make the turn, and then it'll speed up all the way back to Earth. So this is Bob the Science Guy, talking science. Take care, guys.